Hey guys, you want some late season vegetables? Here's how to do it. Now, here's what I usually do. When the first light frost is in the forecast, I cover it up with light cloth. Now that was about 2 weeks ago. So by doing this, I gave myself 2 more weeks, okay, of growing in this bin. Now that we're getting a harder frost, I have to go to heavier cloth. So this cloth is good till -4 degrees, and the cloth I have here is good till -8 degrees. First layers of protection is I have these little plastic things that I use to cover the plants. You can also take plastic bottles like this and do the same thing. You just cover them up like that. And what I do is, this is kind of like my first layer of protection. I take stuff like lettuce that doesn't like really cold weather, and I put these on top of it. And when I do that, that actually extends my season. Last year, I was actually getting lettuce all the way with these all the way into December. Now, when I put them in, I like to put them in like that, okay, and then get some extra soil, and I cover around the edges like this, okay, to actually make sure that I have a nice tight seal, because it is going to be cold, so you want it as tight seal as you can. Sometimes, if you really want a lot of protection, you can actually put the dirt up really high or bury this in really deep and have just a little bit of space at the top, because the less space you have here, the less space you have for it to get frozen. Let me show you this now. See, I have this and I buried it with the soil, and you can see I put the soil almost pretty high on this, especially on the outside edge of it, because I feel that that's going to give it better insulation, and it seems to work very well when you do it that way. Okay, here's the last step. I just get this cloth, I've measured it to size, then before the wind picks up, try to get some stones. I have these little pieces of brick, and I just put them down on the sides. Okay guys, now I have this one bed done. Let me show you my other bed that I'm going to do. Alright, now my first bed over here had lettuce. Okay, it has some of my garlic and some well-developed leeks. And the lettuce, since it's a little bit more sensitive, I used the plastic covers for. Now this bed is going to be a little different. I'm just going to cover this one with the cloth, because I have things that are really cold resistant. Okay, I have some bunching onions, you know, I have some radishes. Okay, right here are some turnips. I have Amish corn salad, or some people call it Dutch corn salad, and that's a really cold resistant green. I have some arugula. It's a little chewed up from insects, but now it's colder, it's going to be a little better. I got some beets, and I got some kale, and everybody knows that kale does really well in cold weather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one with just the cloth and none of the plastic caps. Here's my third bed, and this bed's a little bigger, and you can tell that I have stuff that's grown a little bit higher. Okay, I got some Brussels sprouts in this bed and everything, so I want to try to extend the season on these, but these are a little too high for my little hoop. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do this one as a floating row cover. For my floating row cover, I kind of just take the cover, okay, and I take it and kind of tuck it in at the edge here, okay, and then take something with weight, in this case it's a pot, and just hold down the edges, and then I'm going to tuck down here. Okay, got a brick extra brick from a project, and then you're just going to go along and tuck all these edges in and weight them down. There you have it. 3 different beds, 3 different ways to get them ready for your winter or late fall gardening. So here's what my floating row cover looks like. This one's just a low tunnel, but no extra protection. And then over there is the first one I did where we did the extra plastic protection covers and then did the floating, or not the floating, I mean a low tunnel cover. All right, there you go, guys. You know, it's not only possible to have a late garden, but this is the way you do it. All right, guys, well, if you like this video, like it below, share it with your friends, and comment. I'd love to hear your comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.